so much for joining our Jet2holidays virtual knowledge session in partnership with Ibiza Rocks this week. It's a fantastic session and I'm sure you're going to learn all about the hotel itself, the venue and the experience that comes along with this fantastic property. So keep watching as we've got a real treat for you in store today. I'm now going to hand it over to Chris Med from Ibiza Rocks to take you through the session today.
Good morning, everybody. It's just an absolute pleasure to have this time with you. I've been looking forward to it so much all week. And why have I been looking forward to it? For a couple of reasons. One, just the opportunity to talk to you, the very people, the agents that sell our product. Jet2 is such, and Vibe are such big partners for us. And we also know that the majority of bookings come through yourselves, through the high street, through the shops. So it's such an important opportunity this time to spend a little bit of time with you to talk about our little hotel in the sun in Ibiza. And also because you're important to our customers as well. Our customers need their hand holding from time to time, and especially the larger groups. Someone asked previously about stag parties and hen parties. We welcome a lot of those during the summer, and we know there's normally one person booking for everybody. So to have professional people like yourselves to hold their hand and help them through the booking process is just, it's fantastic and so important to us. So I was so looking forward to just spending this little bit of time with you this morning. I know we don't have lots of time, but it's valuable time nonetheless. And secondly, today is a big day for us at Ibiza Rocks, because it's a day when we publish our first announcement of talent for the summer. And we're doing that at midday. It's going out across our socials. So I suppose there's an element of a world exclusive in this presentation, which is you're getting sight before anybody else of our first artist that will be having a residency this summer. And there's more to come down the line, but we've got a few to share with you. So I'm really excited to have this opportunity to give you kind of an exclusive, and we'll show you a video of that anytime soon. And Hayley Doyle says that's really exciting, and I'm really pleased about that, because I'm excited as well. So without any further ado, let's crack on. And you can see the front of our hotel there, our iconic cinema sign, which a lot of people take pictures of. It's one of the first things they do when they arrive at the hotel. We see lots of people having photos outside our cinema sign. I think that's just they've had an early flight and they're delighted to be in Ibiza and in the sun and at the home of the pool party in Ibiza Rocks Hotel. So I'm Chris, as Kat said, and I've been with Ibiza Rocks now for about 7 years. My background is not music, it's not events, it's tourism. I worked for Thomas Cook for many years, worked overseas for Cosmos back in the day. So my background is tourism and travel. So that's a little bit about me, and let's crack on. A little bit about Ibiza Rocks firstly. Our values, our core values are kind of threefold. We charge at change. We try to always lead in the market. We want to always create energy. We want our customers to come and have an energetic, exciting experience with us. That's the reason why they come to Ibiza Rocks. And we very much elevate the experience for the customer as well. How do we make them have a better time than maybe what they were thinking as well? So those are our three core values as a company. And then next slide is a little bit about some of the artists that have played with us. We have a rich DNA, an awfully rich DNA in terms of providing some fantastic artists that have played at our venue, and that stands us in good stead today to continue to attract really good artists. So as you can see, some of the artists that have kind of graced our stage, from the Libertines to the Kaiser Chiefs to the Prodigy to Dua Lipa, Ellie Goulding, Ed Sheeran. So our history is rich, and we are very experienced at offering fantastic shows, fantastic experiences with some fantastic artists, as you can see there. And we've been making noise since 2005, so we've got a long established history. So ours and your customers in good hands when they come to Ibiza Rocks for their event party experience with us. And then moving on, I feel like Chris Whitty cat saying next slide, please. I must not say that. So a little quick history tour. Just you may not know some of this, but I thought I would share it with you just to paint a little picture of where we started from. Because our owners, the founders of our company, actually were the creators of Manumission, which was a huge party in Ibiza in the 90s. And it was a privilege, one of the largest, probably the largest nightclub in Ibiza, and it was a weekly show, ran for many years. And that's that's it also in its DNA, and that's where Ibiza Rocks kind of started through Manumission. And then we move on to 2005, when we opened up Ibiza Rocks Bar, and then into 2008, when Ibiza Rocks Hotel was launched. So a lot of our artists used to play at Ibiza Rocks Bar, which is on the seafront in San Antonio. And then the hotel was launched with massive live band shows in 2008. So when we went from the bar, where it was quite a small stage, into Ibiza Rocks Bar does the best food. It really, really does. The chicken pizzas, the Kirsty Calvert, the chicken pizzas are the most famous food at Ibiza Rocks Bar. So 2008, we had a massive stage, courtyard property. People, as you can see there, from sitting on their balcony, being able to watch some of the world's best artists perform, and you're just sitting there on your balcony, soaking it all up, looking at the crowd below. So that was from 2008 is when the hotel launched. And then when we talk about charging a change, we realised that the daytime was overtaking the nighttime, and customers wanted something during the day. We know our audience like to be in the sun, don't necessarily want to sunbathe. So we have a courtyard, we have a pool, and we evolved the brand. We led in terms of the pool party, which is very much what we are famous for today. And we've been hosting pool parties now for a good 4 or 5 years. And as you can see, the image there is it's not very social distancing going on there, but that is a couple of years ago when Rudimental held a residency at the hotel, and they held a residency for a couple of years. And like I say, we use this term normal world. Back in the day, from 2019, that's an image from that season, and we run over 100 pool parties every single day of the season, offering something different to customers kind of every day. So that's very much our venue as it is now, but obviously we've had to continue to evolve, obviously like all businesses have, in the light of the pandemic, and we'll touch on that in a short while. But I was just really keen just to paint a little picture for you of our kind of history, where we've come from, and kind of who we are today. So when you're talking to your customers, you're sending them to a product and a hotel that really do know what they are doing in terms of putting on live shows, live events, and a fantastic party experience, as you can see there with that picture. Next slide, please. So yeah, just a couple of other big events that we've held as well. Radio 1 are a massive partner of ours and have played pretty much every year. They take over Ibiza early August. They do stuff at Sunset Strip, but they've also performed live on our stage. And the last Radio 1 in Ibiza, they literally took over the whole hotel for a couple of days. So again, further demonstration of real quality artists and brands that play on our stage, and none more so than the next guy on the next slide. And he left headlining Glastonbury on the Friday night, and on Tuesday he was playing live at Ibiza Rocks. So Stormzy is a long-standing artist that's played with us for about 4 or 5 years, and he's #Murky Festival literally took over the island and took over the hotel for a couple of days. And to have somebody so huge play on our stage is real testament to what artists think about us as well, because artists are picky and they're not gonna, there's certain places where they won't play. And we're really proud that some of the world's best talent are happy and want to come and play at Ibiza Rocks. And also someone like Stormzy actually curated #Murky for Ibiza Rocks. He wanted to create a little mini festival in the sunshine in our venue and chose ours. And that is real testament to what we do and the type of kind of experience that we offer, not only artists, but offer customers as well. So that's just a little bit about our history. And if we move on to who are our audience, I'm sure this information doesn't come as any great surprise to you. We are predominantly UK and Ireland centric, with about 90% plus of our audience. So very like-minded, and that's why our customers like it, because they're coming to a hotel where there are going to be like-minded, music-loving, party-loving customers. 90% of our audience UK and Ireland, sorry, and then a real split between male and female, which is really, really good, because people feel confident and comfortable in that environment where it's not dominated by one. It's a real nice even split, which is great, and that is a good thing to generate a really nice atmosphere around the hotel. The age range, I'm sure, again, is no surprise. Majority are 18 to 24-year-olds. And then about 24% are slightly older, but the majority of our audience are, as you can see, 18 to 30. So again, a hotel full of 18 to 30-year-old creates quite the atmosphere, and that's what customers just absolutely adore. They've got the events, and they're surrounded by music-loving, party-loving customers, predominantly from Adele saying, hope she's not too old. No, Adele, never too old, never too old. 85% of our customers spend time on social sites. Obviously, we know that, and see Ibiza as an opportunity for self-promotion, and using all their social media to really show themselves off whilst being in Ibiza. They save to spend. They want to come and spend on drinks and club tickets, and also experience maybe sometimes a VIP experience as well, and that's quite a big thing in Ibiza, is elevating your experience and just pushing yourself a little bit more, and really treating yourself. And Ibiza is very much that type of place. There's so many opportunities, not just with us, but as a whole island, to really look after yourself and treat yourself and you and your friends with something that's an elevated experience or a VIP experience. So that's a little bit about our audience. Hugely passionate about new music and popular culture, and having a tremendous event experience. So hopefully that kind of helps, but again, I'm sure it comes as no great surprise as well. And as Kat said, we work with a lot of partners, really big partners as well. I've already mentioned Radio 1 and Radio 1 Extra. We work with KISS and Capital and MTV as music and media partners. TV have worked with us. We work with Mix magazine, who do a lot of features with us and editorials. Some really prominent drinks brands that are in there as well. We know our customers like to have some quality products, so things like Ciroc, and Red Bull and Monster, just brands that our customers really engage in. And our headline partner is JD Sports, who we've worked with now for 2 years. Perfect fit between JD Sports and our customer. They put on, JD host some events with us as well during the course of the summer, so we're just working with them, finalising a couple of festivals during the course of the latter part of this summer, which we're really excited about. JD, it's brilliant to have such a big high street brand partnering with us in Ibiza, and our customers really enjoy that as well. And JD provide our uniform, and like I say, put on some events as well. So just wanted to share with you the brands that really enjoy working with us. And again, it's another endorsement of Ibiza Rocks when you're talking to your customers, that we partner with some really strong brands, like some of those that you're just seeing on the screen there. Our service ethos, it is sometimes people think that youth hotels don't take care of the customer and don't look after their rooms, and because customers don't look after the rooms and the hotel doesn't take care of the customer, and we're the polar opposite of that. And I really wanted just to cover that off. And I know from my from working closely with Jet2, just how passionate they are about taking care of the customer, and we are exactly the same. So that our customer ethos is very, very simple. We take care of the customer. We treat the customer as the way we would wish to be treated ourselves. We give them the very best of us all the time, through our whole team, from reception to our host, to our F&B team, to our event production team. And we ensure that the customer has the very best experience. And that is really, really important to us, really important to us. And also, it's not just about the experience they have and us ensuring they have a wonderful time. We also take care of the customer when things don't quite go right as well. And there are times when that happens, as we know, when we've got a hotel nearly with 1,000 people in, aged between 18 to 30. Sometimes things don't quite go right. And we have a support team that's managed by a lady that used to work overseas and trained with TUI. And we really do take care of customers whenever they need us, when things maybe don't go right as well. So it's a really simple ethos, but a really powerful one, that our passion and our ethos is that we take care of the customer, from making sure they have a wonderful time to making sure we take care of them if sometimes things don't kind of go right. I was really keen just to share that with you, because it's important that you know just how well we look after your customers as well as they're our customers as well. And also from a safety perspective, I know it was one of the questions that come up in advance of the session, was the kind of COVID and how have we dealt with that. I mean, last year we were inspected a number of times by the Institute for Spanish Tourism from a quality and safety element in regards to COVID, and we were awarded a safe tourism certificate, so we are certified as safe tourism. And they come in and they look at how our sanitation is, our PPE, our signage, our social distancing, our flow of customers through the venue, and all those measures that we know a lot of hotels have really prioritised, obviously. So we're really proud to say that that we are Safe Tourism certified, and we really do take care of the customer, not only in the experience, but also making sure our venue is safe and our hotel is safe. And you'll see even from our venue, some of the photos we showed earlier, we would normally have about 3,000 people in the venue, but now, because everybody has to be seated and socially distant across our beds and tables, it's a much smaller capacity in the venue, again, to make sure that everybody is safe. So I know that was one of the questions, so I just kind of wanted to cover it off. And the other topic as well to cover off is mask wearing at the moment. The policy in Ibiza is if you are walking in the streets or walking in public places, then you are to wear a face mask. But when you are sitting on your sofas or your beds or your sun loungers and you're eating and drinking, then you don't need to wear a face mask. And that's a little bit similar to us here as well. But I know it was one question that came up, and I was just kind of keen to cover that off as well. So a little bit about Ibiza Rocks Hotel specifically, and then we'll move on to the venue. Next slide, please. Thank you. So Ibiza Rocks is right in the heart of San Antonio, little plectrum that you can see there. So it's really brilliantly positioned for other features as well, as much as customers spend the days at Ibiza Rocks. Number one on the map there is where the Sunset Strip, so Cafe Del Mar, Cafe Mambo is. Number two is the main kind of promenade and kind of West End and main bars of San Antonio. Number three is where like the boat cruises and sunset boat cruises go from. Number four is the party buses, the disco buses that operate through the evening, that customers can get themselves to some of the clubs in Ibiza and over the other side of the island as well, which customers do. And then number five is where Eden and Es Paradis are located, two prominent clubs in San Antonio over the west part of the island. So as you can see, we're really suitably located, no more than 10-15 minutes away from pretty much all the main highlights in San Antonio. And I say 10-15 minutes, that's on the way out. As we know, maybe it's an hour and a half coming back, because after a few cocktails and you've got to stop off for a customer, stop off for a kebab, it might be about an hour to get back to the hotel. But certainly on the way out, we are suitably located, and we're talking about a 10 or 15 minute walk to pretty much most of the highlights. So wonderfully located for not only in the heart of San Antonio, but for the other delights that are around as well. And actually just below number five, about another 5-minute walk along the promenade, is where Ibiza Rocks Bar is, and also Ocean Beach as well, which is another venue that customers like to enjoy. Some of the facilities in the hotel, again, nothing kind of revolutionary. We have 2 pools, and the reason I put that on there is a lot of customers don't know that we actually have 2 swimming pools. We have our main venue and we have our chill out pool as well, which I'll show you an image of in a second. And you will laugh. We get to the end of a holiday and some customers have been there for 4 days and don't know that we've had a second pool, which is quite funny. So we're as receptionists now are always making sure customers are aware. But it's nice to have a pool where people can relax, and it's not they just want a quiet day. There is somewhere else where they can go. Wi-Fi obviously is so important, and people want the Wi-Fi passcode before they even want to know what room they're in or where is their room. It's the most important thing that they always want to know. And supermarket and retail shop we have, and as you can see on the bottom left-hand corner there, a typical Ibiza Rocks customer shopping trolley. There's not a lot of food in there, as you can see, but a lot of alcohol and ice taken to the room. And if they run out of that, then there's plenty more on the shelf behind it as well. But it's just good to have an on-site supermarket for customers to be able to literally straight out their room to the supermarket and maybe back to their room in no more than 5 minutes. So just a few features there. One just to actually mention is poolside lockers. It comes up quite a few times. You know, people want to take down to the event their phones or cards and something like that. Then we have poolside lockers available for people to be able to lock their belongings away, which is great as well. Our room types, we have a variety of rooms. We've got a total of 362 rooms split across 9 different room types. Don't need to go through every single one, but as highlights, if you just want somewhere to lay your head, somewhere to hang up your clothes and do Ibiza kind of on a budget, then we have Rock's Basic Room, which are our cheaper rooms. All rooms take three people, which is great. Nice, big, spacious, airy rooms. If you want to have maybe a bit of a view over the swimming pool, then we have our chill out pool view. Or if you want to be in the heart of the party, be able to sit on your balcony and watch the artists play, then Ibiza Rocks venue is the perfect room for that. So yes, on a budget. Yes, if you want to have a bit of a relaxing stay and also be in the heart of the action as well. So a variety of rooms across the 362 that we have. The next slide you'll see it's a slide that has clearly been created in lockdown because somebody had the time when our industry was quite quiet in January and February to put a slide like that together. There's a lot of time has gone into this slide. But just some highlights. I don't expect to I'm certainly not going to go through all of that slide. But as some highlights, all of our rooms take 3 people. The basic room on the far left has some kitchen facilities, allows customers to boil a kettle and make a pot noodle. We have fridges in all rooms, which is great for water and drinks and things like that. Aircon standard across all rooms, which is really important. And we know our customers will sometimes have a late lie-in and room starts getting hot. It's great that they've got free air conditioning through the rooms, and also a full-length mirror as well. Because when you're getting ready to go out for a night, a full-length mirror is super, super important. So sometimes it's the little things that mean a lot to people. And UK TV channels in every room as well. BBC, Channel 4, ITV. I know people don't come to watch telly, but if they want to lounge in their room, they can do. So just a few of the features there to highlight. Next slide, please. Food and drink. We have a lot of options available to our customers, from our lobby bar to, as we're talking about, the supermarket, to salads, to deli options, to restaurant. Lots and lots of options there. Picture of Ibiza Rocks bar at the bottom left-hand corner that we've also already mentioned. We do bed and breakfast as well, so people can book room only, people can book bed and breakfast and have a real hearty breakfast to help them with the hangover from the night before. So that's a little bit about food and drink, and the next couple of slides just show you the different options that we've got across the venue, from our Ibiza Rocks bar kitchen, which is where we serve breakfast and lunch, which is positioned at our chill out pool. People can order food in the venue. We have a brand new for 2021 at the front of the hotel. Tokyo Burger is taking over the venue that we've got there, the restaurant we've got there, which is a fusion burger a fusion sushi burger option, which is something a little bit different, but something that our customers have told us they would like something a little bit different as well. So that's brand new, and really excited to get that launched and open when we open the hotel on the 24th of June. And a lounge bar for serving coffees and pastries and tea. So lots of options for customers in and around the hotel as well. And as well as the next slide talks about our supermarket. Pizza delivery to rooms as well. So if people really are wanting to have a lazy day in their room, they can order room service as well. And we have a food ordering app, which I will talk about in a moment. And then the Ibiza Rocks bar as well. So that's our oh, that's fine, we can move on, Kat. So just wanted to show you a picture of our chill out pool. So again, like I said to you, a lot of customers don't know we have 2 pools. So chill out, that's our chill out pool. We're also going to be putting, for this summer, loads of sofas and round beds around that pool as well, to make the experience for the customer much nicer as well. So that is a little bit about the hotel. And then the venue itself, if we move on to the venue, you'll see there's our venue, stage right smack bang in the middle, beautiful pink grass that we've now become famous for, and lots of beds and sofas and tables that are spread across the venue. So it looks, I say it looks wonderful there. It does. It just looks even nicer when there's lots and lots of people in there. The next slide just gives you an aerial shot. As you can see, we've got stage right smack bang in the middle, so very much 360. The artist can see all of the customers, which really enhances the experience for everybody. And you'll see to the left of the stage, that's where our dance floor would be. But in these times, we can't have the dance floor, so we have more sofas and more tables for customers as well. And on the next slide, you can see that we have options of standard beds, premium beds, which are a bit closer to the stage to enhance the experience for the customer. We have some sofas at the top middle, and then we have lots of tables as well for customers, so that we can have a really nice amount of people in there, all socially distant, choosing different types of furniture that suits them and their party size, to have the experience that they really are looking for. And then smack bang at the top middle as well, we have a party box, which is for 12 people. They have like a room, and they have a big area kind of in front of that, a real kind of elevated VIP experience. So I was just keen to show you our venue as is going into 2021. And then our event prices are, every customer does need to book themselves into the venue, okay? Whereas customers of the hotel get entry into the venue, but we are asking customers to reserve their bed, table and sofa online, which we'll talk about in a moment's time. Standard prices are €30 per person. And then our premium spaces, which are closer to the stage, get free locker, free towel, free welcome drink, are €50 per person. So we have two options for customers to book, and they book that via our website. And like I say, the difference this year is just as we manage the venue, every customer needs to book themselves onto a piece of furniture. So that is why we have our online booking portal and allows customers to book themselves in. But we're conscious, in our DNA, is that customers always customers who stay in the hotel get access to the events included, which is why we give them their money back that they paid for their booking back as F&B credit. So effectively, they are pre-ordering or having credit for drinks and food on the day. So before they come, they pre-book themselves onto their piece of furniture they like, a bed, a table or a sofa. It's either €30 or €50, depending if they want the premium experience. But on the day, we will give them that money that they've paid in advance as F&B, food and beverage credit to spend on the day. So it's still meaning that the event is included in their stay. So that's just a little bit about the booking in of the events. And we have an app, a food ordering app called Quick Serve again, managing ourselves from a COVID perspective, trying to go cashless in the venue. Brand new for this summer is a food ordering app. So customers just on their mobile phone can order food and drink, and then our servers take it straight over to them as well. So I hope you're all excited, a little bit excited about the summer ahead. I know I am. And one big question that I know Kat and Freya said that was coming in was, who's playing in the summer? So here's the kind of big reveal, our first lineup of the summer, and Kat is going to play a little video to show you who's playing. So hopefully that has really whet the appetite and given you something to be able to talk to your customers about. We are the first venue in Ibiza to push anything out talent-wise and artist-wise and announce anything about this summer ahead. we're the first venue. So we are really, really excited to be leading the market with our poolside session lineup. And I know you've just seen the video, but there's just a summary of who will be playing, and some brilliant brands there: Garage Nation, Cuckoo Land with Jess Bays, Applebum returning back for on Saturdays, but also kind of headlining Sundays is Joel Corry, and we are absolutely delighted that Joel Corry is going to be playing for us every Sunday at Ibiza Rocks, and his residency is something that we're really, really looking forward to. And I know Joel Corry is super excited about it as well, and as is Nathan Dorr. So we have got a really brilliant lineup, all supported by our resident DJs as well. So there'll be some more announcements coming, but we're really excited to push something out today and give customers confidence that we're super confident about poolside sessions from July onwards in Ibiza. And the good thing as well, as you'll see, there's a real mixture there as well. And we know that our length of stay, our minimum length of stay, our average length of stay, sorry, is about 4 nights with us. It's not 2 weeks. I don't think anybody could cope with 2 weeks at Ibiza Rocks and in Ibiza, but about 4 nights. So they're not getting anything repeated, and they're able to see a real mixture. And we know that, you know, customers will do something else on some days as well, but there's something there for everybody. And like I say, Nathan Dorr and Joel Corry we're absolutely delighted to announce. So you're the first to hear our lineup for the summer. And that was what I was really excited about, to give you that kind of world exclusive of who's playing for us this summer. And these acts, yes, Lloyd, these acts go live from July. So we open our doors on the 24th of June. We have our poolside session resident DJs for the last few days of June. And then our lineup is from July right the way through to the end of September. So a good 3 months of these artists and brands playing on our stage in Ibiza Rocks. And we are super excited. So hopefully you are too, and you can really talk with confidence to your customers about some brilliant talent that is coming to play at Ibiza Rocks this summer. Booking in for event, lastly, just to touch on this point, as I mentioned about, we do, like I say, and this is us managing the venue and trying as well to ensure that customers aren't disappointed. So you've got the website address there, events.ibizarocks.com. They land on our homepage. And this web link, this website, sorry, is also pushed out in booking confirmations to customers as well, and to yourselves. So it is something that we say all customers of the hotel really should book themselves in for the event that they want to do, either 1 event, 2 events, 3 events, completely up to themselves. But like I said earlier, they do get that any money that they spend in advance, the 30 or 50 euros per person, they will get back as F&B credit on the day as well. So that's the homepage. They just choose the day or the month. They then go to their particular day of the event. And this, when we launch at midday, will then change to the brands that we've just looked at: Garage Nation, Applebum, Joel Corry, etc. So this website will look a little bit different. They just choose the date that they want to go, and then they select the piece of furniture that they would like to be on, either a day bed, a sofa, a table, or a premium experience as well. So hopefully that's a nice, really simple process, but it means that customers can arrive with assurance that they know we've got our experience booked in ahead of the game as well, for the artists that they're really keen to see, which is always really, really important. And like I say, just want to reiterate, this is all very much because we're trying to, we're managing the venue in these times. Then we need to do that and take care of the customer in terms of socially distanced. So which is why we need to put them in advance. So hopefully you can understand why we do that. But the flow and the booking experience for the customer is pretty much straightforward. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is everything from me. I hope I painted a really exciting picture about the summer ahead, the product that we offer, how we take care of the customers, but more so about the artists that we've got playing from July onwards. And hopefully you are excited about that and excited to talk to your customers and push that as well. Thank you very much.